Hi all, welcome back. My name is Nathan Adam here with the Curb College at Belmont, and I'm joined today by
Amanda Wolfgram. Hi.
and Amanda's going to be taking you through registering for classes here inside of your My Belmont. So Amanda, jump us in.
Yeah, so if you're going to be on your My Belmont page, you just will go to this registration tab. So hopefully at this point you've already figured out all the classes that you want to take in ClassFinder. So you should have all your CRNs, which are like 5-digit codes, so you can register for all your classes. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to go to registration and drop add right here. And so this is a space for you to type in all of your CRNs. So for example, I need to take my first year seminar class. So I found a CRN that works. So I would type in 12279 and I can just submit changes. So then it should pull up and it says that I'm registered and it'll tell me all this information. And so it'll also say your like instructor and like where it is and stuff like that in your more complex schedule. And so you could also just type in all of your CRNs at the same time and submit all of them at once if that's helpful as well. So
Very cool. So in this case also, when they're back on this page, if they wanted to do some other things like drop later or they accidentally enrolled in the wrong class, they can just click on it right there, submit changes again, and that'll be updated.
Yes, and it'll let you know if you can't get into a class because of like a prerequisite or if you have a time conflict, and so that way you can go into ClassFinder and find a different time that works for your schedule.
Very cool. Okay, so this is how they're going to register for classes. What's next?
So then once you register for classes, what you can do is you can go to your student tab and go to registration. And so you can go to student detail schedule. There's lots of different ways to look at your schedule. So if you go here, it'll tell you your instructor, classroom type, like all this stuff, exactly where it is and
Whether
when
it's
it
an
starts.
online class or an on-campus class, okay?
Yeah, so it'll tell you all this information for every single one. And so it'll look really extensive at first, but then you can also just go to the concise one, which I like, and it's much more like easy to read, a little less overwhelming, and it kind of tells you all the exact same information just in a more concise way.
Very cool. Okay, so this is a quick way of finding their schedule and making sure that they know what classes they're enrolled in. All right, where then?
So then after that, you should be basically registered for everything and you have your schedule for the fall.
Awesome. So what if they're in here and they realize they do want to search for a class real quick?
So what you can do is there's this little class search button down here. So this is in case like you have a time conflict or anything. ClassFinder won't be updating with numbers, so that way you can just go in here and see exactly what you need. So let's say you need to take an intro math class. So you would scroll down and then you would just find the math tab. So course search. And so a lot of freshmen will usually take quantitative literacy and reasoning. It's like a really good intro math course. So you can
Math
just,
1010.
Yeah. So you can just view all the sections, and so you can see the time, the days, all this stuff, and it'll tell you exactly how many spots remain in it. So you can see where you can get in, see what works for your schedule. So let's say that this one works for you. So you can just select it, and then you can register for that one.
Boom, and they're right in the class.
Yeah, and it's really easy. So
that's an alternative to ClassFinder. If you're already in here registering and you realize something is not no longer available, you can just click on Class Search and jump straight in, find an open section, and get into that right away.
yeah, super easy.